Hello everyone and welcome back. My people, finally, Sen Natasha has destroyed Akpabio. You guys saw what happened yesterday, what Sen Natasha said in her homecoming rally, yeah? How she exposed Akpabio and Yayah Bello. So in this particular interview, this is the people from Kogi State. Like they said a lot of things about what is going on between Akpabio and Sen Natasha. Like last, if they refuse to leave this woman alone, this is going to be their end, because the more they try to silence her, the more they expose themselves. My people, just take a listen and hear everything they discuss in this particular interview concerning what is going on between Sen Natasha, Akpabio and Yayah Bello. Like this is getting interesting. Just take a listen.
This latest development. Senator Akpabio saying that under Section 41, that's the section of the 1999 Constitution that talks about freedom of movement, that neither the state government nor the local government can ban her from going to her father's house and meeting her people. But the state government is saying, oh, she came home, to come and incite the public against the Nigerian government. You know the rest of the story in the Senate. Just to get your perspective on this, as stakeholders, where do we start from? Do we start with the gentleman in the studio, Ijele, and then after you, we'll go to the Honorable Abdulrazak Maman.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. Abati. It is unfortunate that Kogi State have turned itself to a war zone. The government are always coming up with an excuse that does not resonate with the realities in Kogi State. I am from Kogi State, precisely on Mala local government. Doctor, year 2024, last year, 32 people were massacred in my local government. My uncle, my auntie were victims of that massacre. There was no coffee. There was no ban on any political rallies. There was nothing of such. The government, in fact, was even denied as if there was nothing happening until it took to social media and took to all the media houses to escalate and expose what was going on. There was no ban on political rallies. Only for Natasha coming home after she printed the poster was circulating on social media. Then boom, Kogi State. No, then this. In fact, that means the state of emergency declared in Rivers State should be repeated in Kogi State for insecurity. If they are telling us about insecurity that have been in Kogi State, as I speak to you, my village, where I come from, Bagana, there is no building. My building was raised to zero by bandit. As I speak to you, Omagedo Tutuba, there is no single building standing in that place. The people have been in IDP for the past 2 years. Kogi State government have never declared a state of emergency in that local government, but they declared it in Ihima, where no single life have ever been taken. They are jittering. They are afraid of the charisma, the ambience, and everything that Senator Natasha carries. She is a young lady. I can tell you, among the people on that floor of the Senate, the person that have won his election clear, devoid of all those games that they played against us in 2023, is Senator Natasha. She has the grassroots. She has the people. And that is why they are afraid. I challenge Ododo and Bello put together 10 of them, not to just one, 10 together and in an open ballot. Natasha will defeat them before 4 hours. In 4 hours, Natasha will sweep them. Nobody will vote for them. They are just imposing themselves on the people, causing a lot of chaos in the place. A lot of bandits, a lot of kidnappings are going on in Ejule, in Aloma Aziz. They have not done anything. It's only about politics. Once, this is the same thing they did to us. You forget during the election, during the campaign of Muritala Ajaka. They stopped us. They will lay this young man on the road, almost shot at him directly.
Okay. Mr. Ijele, you are press secretary of the Social Democratic Party,
yes, sir,
in Kogi State. Now, on this program, I have always complained about amphibious politicians who are neither toad nor frog. They are quarreling between the PDP and the APC in the compound. Your own house is in another place. You have carried your own offering to go and join other people's...
because I was a victim.
No, just wait. How is the fight between PDP and APC in Kogi State, how does it concern the SDP? Well, you are press secretary. You should be speaking for your party. Now you are speaking for PDP.
Because an injury to one is an injury to all. They did the same thing to us. I was almost killed. I was almost assassinated.
There's a gang up in
against
Kogi
any
State.
opposition. The arrangement, the idea is to silence all oppositions. And that is why we are standing as SDP to say no. Where is a PDP in Kogi State? Has still PDP in Kogi State chapter issued even single statement? I issued 2 statements yesterday. One for the chairman of the party and one for this party as a whole. Where is PDP? They abandoned this lady alone because they are afraid of the so-called puppet and the puppeteer in the state. But we are not afraid of them. Okay. And that's why we are telling them to their face that they can't do nothing.
Okay. I mean, before I go to Honorable Mama, you know there is a move now to form a coalition against President Tinubu and take power away from him and the APC. Is this an indication that in Kogi State, the PDP, the SDP in Kogi State is already joining that coalition? Very briefly, because we need to hear from...
Are you happy with the state of the country today? Are you happy with the state of the country? Are you happy with the poverty?
No, I'm the one asking the question.
So now if you are not happy, that means the government of the day are not doing well. And I'm very happy to be part of the people that will vote them out of power come 2027.
Okay, so you are one of the coalition people who are anti-Tinubu, anti-APC.
I am anti-undemocratic moves of this government. I'm anti-poverty. I'm anti-underdevelopment. I'm anti-silencing the opposition. See, opposition is the bedrock of democracy. Okay. Without opposition, we cannot survive as a nation.
Okay, Mr. Jele, we know where you stand. The enemy of your friend is your enemy. Very fine. Let's hear from Honorable Maman. The situation in Kogi State, and also the politics of
Good morning, Dr. Abati.
The Senate and Senator Naputi Uduaha.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, viewers across the world. What is happening in Kogi State, or even in the Nigerian Senate today, is pathetic, is unfortunate, is not right for the democratic, setting. Senator Natasha Akpabio, what he saw yesterday, or even prior to yesterday, has been a show of consistency. She has demonstrated firmness, willpower, against all odds, that I will do what is right. You see, what Nigerian people haven't known is that the ban or the curfew imposed on our people, first, my brother in the studio is from Amala local government. It's quite far from even us. I am from Adavi local government. I was born and bred in Okene local government. I have worked across the 5 local governments that constitute Kogi Central, which Senator Natasha Akpabio is representing. So whatever I'm saying here today is not an abstraction of concrete reality, instead the fact of the matter. So I have direct experience, not a hearsay. As of today, Senator Natasha Akpabio is the most populous, is the most accepted leader in Kogi State or even Kogi Central. This is owing to the fact that prior to her emergence to political limelight, we have had leaders, political leaders, who are known to be a promise and fail leaders. But in our own case, who have seen that the reason they are in politics, or they have seen politics as economic gateway to success. But in Senator Natasha's case, it's different. It's all about the people. In fact, let me tell you, let me shock you, sir. What the government of Kogi State did yesterday, they were successful. People don't know this. The people you saw yesterday are not up to 10% of the people that plan to come out to welcome their most cherished daughter, to welcome the leader who went through the most persecuted election in Nigeria, promised to deliver good governance, inclusivity, empowerment to the people. And she never makes excuses. Rather, started doing what she promised to do, beyond our expectation. Before her emergence in politics, every person from Kogi Central used to be envious of senators from the West. I am telling you, go and take your statistics. But as of today, I am sure from what the West presented and what you have there, the West are envious of us. Kogi West.
All right.
No, just
Because
before you
Natasha,
come in, remember.
because Senator Natasha, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you, Honorable Mama.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I just wanted a little
sir.
clarification. Now, some people are alleging that most of those people that were there yesterday to receive Senator Akpoti Udwaha, they were not even from Kogi Central. You are from Okene. Mr. Ijele here is from another local government. Most of the people there were mercenaries from other local government areas. And they were induced with money and palliatives. Did you see money and palliatives moving around? And did something come to you too? Because both of you are pro Natasha Akpoti Udwaha. What did you receive? Please, let's be honest with ourselves. What did they give you as inducement to come on television and talk? Because I like your enthusiasm.
Dr. Abati, Dr. Abati, it's an honor to talk to you for today. I've been a greatest fan of yours right from my undergraduate study. You and Olusi and the former SSA to President Yaradua. I've been reading your articles. So I am a progressive. You see, what I'm telling you in the studio today, there's no amount of financial inducement that could put people's life at risk. There's no movement of car, keke, okada, so many parent of security outfit to restrain, prevent the people, but the will of the people. As a student of revolution and ideology, every act you do to prevent the natural occurrence will further increase the progression of change. That is what you saw yesterday. People trekked for 7 hours, trekking from Ajakuta local government, which is in Kogi Central, to Ihima. It's not less than 7 hours. People tried to get there to make sure. The senator was scheduled to come by 9 a.m. As of 9:10 a.m., the place is already filled up. The senator arrived at the event by 3 p.m. Is it 2,000 that will make people to stay there till 3 p.m.? No. What you saw yesterday was a testament to good governance, good cause. I will tell you, is it 2,000, 10,000 that will make you to appreciate someone, a lady, who came right from Kogi local government to come and reconstruct Abdulaziz Atta Memorial College? I am even astonished and disappointing in so many Nigerians who has passed through Atta Memorial College, because it's one of the best schools, the most boarding school we have in North Central, where the like of another statement General Ibrahim Babangida graduated from.
Okay, Honorable Maman. Wait. I get the idea of what you're saying, please. Honorable Maman. I understand you're trying to paint the pedigree and so forth, which is duly noted. Let's make progress. Let's make progress, Honorable Maman.
Madam, please, can I land this point? What she has done before she came, the place became a den of insecurity, where thuggery, where violence, where everything, and the school is located in Okene local government, where Bello spent 8 years. Okene local government, he never deemed it fit to reconstruct the school. Senator Natasha Akpabio in 18 months constructed the school, changed the school into a modern, buy 5,000 gadgets for the students.
All right. Duly noted. So thank you for painting this picture. I think we get the idea of, the testimony you are giving with regards to her character, her pedigree, and her track record so far. That's duly noted. Let's make progress because there are other issues. There are several issues, yes, that we need to unpack. I came across a soundbite of you on another platform where you said that you would advise Senator Akpabio Oduahan to stand her ground and not to apologize to anybody, given the context of all that is going on. Now, many might say that the path that we're looking for right now is the path of peace. And an apology or some sort of room for conversation, for peacemaking, might take us to a place where, because if we're speaking of, allegations of assassination and so forth, we're not in a good place. If we're speaking of no movement and curfews and so forth in Kogi State, we're not in a good place. But as you've painted this image, this picture of her and her character as a responsible stateswoman, now, wouldn't it be in the interest of the safety, security, and the general peace of her place just to issue an apology? I mean, what is it after all? Is it not just an apology?
Justice and peace are intertwined concepts. Justice given to everybody their due. You cannot, because you want peace, and seek perpetration of injustice, unless you have an ulterior motive. At this point, apology is conceding that all what I have been saying are not true. I am only trying to manipulate events. Apology for what? Apology for coming out to say that there have been a constant and consistent effort to silence me, not to articulate, represent, bring home the dividends of democracy to my people, because I refuse to do something that is immoral. If they say there is no attempt to silence Sen Natasha Akpabio, he yesterday even took enough ground to say that everything she has been saying is nothing but the truth.
Conversation here. So excuse me. We're talking on apology.
See, there's what she said yesterday. There's something she said. She said every act against me is act against you. You are telling us as the people of Kogi Central to come and apologize. In this matter, Natasha is not representing herself. What is being done to her is done to us as people.
Okay, let's make progress. I'll move here into studio. The same issue I'm tabling to you. Some are saying that ultimately, the outburst that happened in the Senate plenary is what created this bulldozer effect of events that have now transpired. And some are saying that, well, she should just go back. She needs to be in plenary. She needs to be representing her people. That's the most important thing for her right now, to have her voice as a duly recognized senator who is not suspended. That's number one. Number two, that I'd like to come to you here in studio for, is the issue of the recall. So much controversy. I already know where you're going to lean in this, based off of what you've said already. But the issue of the recall, there are two schools of thought. I'd just like you to unpack that for us as somebody from Kogi State, because some people are saying that, they were induced, the people were paid to come and queue, and they were told it was palliatives. That's why they gave their addresses. But, the petitioners are saying that these are genuine people who have come out to sign this petition for recall. Who do we believe? Because the drama in Kogi State is becoming quite sensational.
Okay, let me respond to you. As a young progressive politician that believe in the rule of law, one of the problems we have as a nation is lawlessness. No laws and order. You see people violating rules, regulations, even INEC themselves that have put us in this menace. The people, INEC, that have put us in this problem as a nation today is because they fail to abide by the rules of and the regulation of INEC. And that is one of the reasons I am the first person that came out openly after I went through the letter of the suspension. I said, look here, our sister, we stood for you from the beginning till now. If they are saying your suspension is based on the uproar, your reaction to the change of seat, and it is in line with your constitution as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, then apologize based on that. I own a duty to my own opinion, and as a progressive and someone that believes in the rule of law. If we are saying today that INEC should follow the rule of law and must do a due diligence, not just one lady with pajamas coming to submit a petition and the signature of 250 people. Dr. Ruben, in that election, only 110 people participated in that election that brought about Senator Natasha. How come within how many days, 250, with a lady on pajamas standing to say she is the one submitting the petition on behalf of 250, that she cannot, that they cannot, even 150 cannot vote in that election? And that is what happened to us, that over how many thousands of people were inflated against the original accredited voters in 2023 Kogi State gubernatorial election. Now the same process again. So apology of Natasha is not based on sexual harassment. Sexual harassment to me is a separate thing that took place in a private place. I was not there, you are not there, until there are evidence that we can nail Senator Akpabio. But the 6 months also, even if she refused to apologize, the 6 months is not in that constitution. So let's stand by the constitution. The constitution, if you refuse to apologize that day, the whole thing should be, she should not participate in that plenary section, and maybe a two weeks maximum suspension, not 6 months. The 6 month suspension is actually now to silence her on the sexual allegation. That is how I say it. Because if they are to say, okay, we will punish you for not apologizing to us according to the rule, then give her 2 weeks. Why not 1 week? Why not some days? Why not missing out of some section? Why 6 months? Has she killed anybody to deserve 6 months? So, and as a woman, she deserves her right to be clouded with her emotion. As at that moment, emotion setting, I understand as a woman. You understand as a man that emotion could take over such situation. But if I were her, do you know what I've done that day? I've just apologized, get to the new seat. The following day, I brought out my sexual allegation. I will be on the street. So
you're in support of apology?
I'm in support of the apology based on the rule of the uproar at that moment, not on her allegation. Never. And if she have done that, and then we are not facing with the issue of allegation, Jesus, I will be on the street for her. I will lead the hope, I will lead protest for her. But because see, let's be very careful in this country. Whenever we are talking about issue, let's look at the rule of law. Because this is the reason this country is where it is today. People not following the rule of law. And they're breaking their own rules. You say accreditation, but you'll be declaring different thing. You say this, you'll be saying different. INEC chairman will be saying left, you'll be going right. Is that what we have as a country? Can we have a better country? In some of us like this, we can't even understand. One of the things that ginger us into political space in 2023 is electoral bail, is the beavers, is the accreditation. But all this have been jettisoned on the altars of technicalities by judges, even in the court today. So where are we going as a nation? A whole governor is suspended for 6 months. Where are we going? That is the rule of law we are talking about. Now, as Natasha as a person, in fact, yesterday have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that in 2027 it's made easy for her to return back as a senator for Kogi Central once again. And I'm very proud because she is from my state, one of the best performing senators. She has done so many empowerment. In fact, the lady with the pajamas to INEC office, her father was part of the beneficiaries of our sister empowerment. But she was induced to go and do what he has done. It's less for her. But I am telling you categorically, I'm very proud of Senator Natasha. I'm very proud of her achievement. achievement. I'm very among the 3 senators from Kogi State. She is standing tall. And today, all the Kogi are standing behind Senator Natasha Akpabio. Those signatures they are talking about. Now, let's go to the rule of law. When I'm talking about law and order, have INEC verified? If they call for that verification today, I put my life on the line. They will not get 20,000. They will not get 20,000, except they will come by their Bello antics of declarations of result and say overnight. In the middle of the night, also, okay, the declarations have been, we have conducted our verification and the signatures match and tallies with everything. That is the only thing. But see, Dr. Bati, it is easier for 20 camel and 20 cow to pass through the eyes of a needle than recalling Senator Natasha. It's not possible. You can't recall that lady. She has done very well. You see, what happened yesterday, despite the curfew, despite the ban, despite the non-movement, despite all the almageries and the evils, the thugs that they set up on the road, just like they did to us during the election, they failed that the lady is going to come in a different style. They couldn't block the air, and she came through the air. That is a defeat. See, it's a slap on their face. The puppet and the puppeteer were put to shame. The puppet and the puppeteer and their sponsors were put to shame. That is what we should be clamoring for in this country. Nobody, you can't stop a free... Bello, the puppeteer, he Bello today. It has proved to us that although he's not in charge of the state, if Bello is ruling by proxy, because I know that he said it at the rally that he was caught and he said Natasha cannot be recalled. But what if a sudden turnaround of changing all the security apparatus because of Natasha? It's because the puppeteer is behind it. And let me tell you, the same puppeteer was able to be accompanied to the same Salah celebration last year in Okene. The person, as at then, he has been declared wanted by EFCC. Eagle were busy chasing the white lion. The white lion became a white chicken right before our eyes. And then today they are coming to tell us that Natasha does not have right to go to our constituency. My dear sister Natasha, go and go and go over and over again. We are behind you. Nothing can stop us in Kogi State. We like her, and we as SDP, as a party, want her to remain as our senator. Even in 2027, she will go back as a senator for Kogi Central.
Honorable Maman, your thoughts on the recall? Here, Honorable Ejele is saying it's impossible. Your thoughts on the recall and how the process has been handled so far?
If you are asking me, or we the people of Kogi Central, are we truly making an attempt to recall the best senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria? You are asking me if the people of Kogi Central are cursed people. We can only be cursed to make attempts, genuine attempts, to recall a woman who came to power, make few promises, and delivering more, to come back home and put who? Who? Senator Natasha Akpabio, in the last 16 months that she has resumed, she engaged over 100 aides across 57 wards to bring in government closer to the people. Senator Natasha Akpabio have trained over 100 youth, associated with ring training, arc wedding, ICTs, who are getting over 250,000 on monthly basis, even when we are on training. Senator Natasha Akpabio has employed over 100 youth into Webster, a gigantic company in South, from Kogi Central. Senator Natasha Akpabio brings in fact, bringing rice, and that has become a normal in our place. While the government, the state government is having triple of allocation right now, giving people 5 kg of rice. Natasha is giving 50 kg of rice to survive. And you and I know, a hungry man is an angry man. An angry man is a violent man. Dr. Bati, Plato 1880-1883, a man who has not eaten, who has no clothes on his head, on his body, or shelter, cannot think of idea or a better society. I will tell you for free that Senator Natasha Akpabio has studied the Nigerian Constitution that said that the primary function of government is security and welfare of the people. She takes into cognizance the essence of the Constitution about welfareism, inclusivity.
Okay. Honorable.
She has given much.
Honorable.
Sir.
As we begin to wrap up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Senator Akpabio is a lawmaker, so she has insisted on Section 41 of the Constitution, our freedom to go to any part of the country. She has insisted on Section 14(2)(b) that you have quoted to say security and welfare. But the two of you, I would like you to address the point made by the senator yesterday that Senator Akpabio has given directives that she should be killed, not in Abuja, but in Kogi State. And that the White Lion, former Governor Yayah Bello, and the Governor Ododo, that they are working together with Senator Akpabio to kill her in Kogi State. That's a very serious allegation. Will you advise her to come and prove that indeed the Senate President wants to kill her? Both of you.
I am a victim of the same situation as her yesterday.
Anybody killed you? You are here now.
But I escaped by divine mercy, but only by the grace of God.
Okay, did you go to court? Did you go to court?
We, of course, it is on national television. Thank God the IG of police, Inspector Ogbeteku, Kayode Ogbeteku, that God bless you wherever you are. If you are watching me, that God flew down to Lokoja with helicopter to save me. And we were on the
to kill you?
It is Bello. I was on your station and I explained everything the same day.
Why did you not take him to court?
The issue that have been on court against Bello. Do you know how many cases in court against Bello? Do you know that 4 policemen were killed, 2 policemen were killed in that operation?
You have evidence?
It's not about evidence. It's a practical things that happened. They came to our house. They came to shoot at us.
You alleges must prove. You cannot say somebody is trying to kill you when you don't have evidence.
Now the evidence is very clear. When we were summoned to the CP office in Lokoja, and IG asked the CP, who ordered you for such an operation? Who told you that they are bandits and they are thugs? A spokesperson of a party is a thug? He said they got the intel, and that is why they sent in men. He was jittering right before the IG, and IG said, order my release immediately. Doctor, I left Lokoja with singlet, white one. Immediately, he said I ran out of that place from one Okada to another. I entered Abuja barefooted with singlet, so that they will not wail me. Because one of the police told me, say, Honorable Jele, run for your life. Right in the CP office. These are practical. I'm saying it on national television.
No.
But so who gave the order?
All of this issues.
Who gave the order? It is better that ordered the operation. It is, I'm telling you, a practical issue. I'm not alleging.
All of these issues about culpability and allegations can only be determined.
It is not an allegation. I am telling you the practical thing that happened to me. I'm telling you what I was part of it.
Which law has determined guilt and culpability, if you like?
So if somebody slap you today, are you going to tell me that you should wait for the court to prove that yes, indeed, that is an assault?
No, we have a judicial system.
That is what I talk about, the rule of law. That is why today Nigeria is where it is today, because we leave the substance, the ratings, and go for technicalities. You are talking about technicality. You are not talking about the reality. The reality is that he sent men with gun and the ambush us, killed 4 people, killed 2 of our security guys.
I'm saying you cannot be the accuser and also the judge in your own cause. It's a simple point. It's not about technicality.
See, let me tell you.
It's common sense.
Are you aware that Muri in 2023 was ambushed on the road? Are you aware that he was shot directly? Are you aware that our petition is before the Nigeria police? Are you aware our petition is before the National Security Advisor? Are you aware that the Sheikh Jubri Ahmedi Atta, the current chairman of SDP Kogi State, was almost killed in the same operation? You see, Dr. Ruben, let's forget about technicalities and go for the substance of the issues. Realities. We are talking about reality that resonates with the fact on ground. I'm not alleging. I'm telling you fact. Fact and figure with date on the 7th of November 2023.
Oh, just calm down. You said some people wanted to kill you, but you are here. You are not wearing singlet. You are wearing a suit, and you are enjoying.
And I escaped.
And enthusiastic.
It is only God that caused me that escape.
Okay, let me
you
hear.
Don't understand.
Let us hear from Honorable Mama. Honorable Mama, would Senator Natasha Akpoti, does she have the evidence that Akpabio has given instruction that she should be killed in Kogi?
Dr. Abati, whatever distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti have said, they are not a mere assertion. She has her information. See, what else do you need to buttress this point that Senator Natasha Akpoti plans to come for a Salah visit? Note, knowing fully well that there's a possibility that Governor Ododo or even Yayah Bello will be at home on Salah Day. She did not come home on Salah Day so that there will not be clash. All through our campaign 2023, we have always maintained avoidance so that there will not be clash. She wanted to come 2 days after Salah on Tuesday. On Monday night, as we speak, over 4 of her supporters are still in detention, who were arrested on Monday night. Jimo Suleiman, who is a close ally of our Director General of Campaign, Honorable Abraman Badamasi. Salute, over 4 people as we speak now. 2 of them, we don't know the station they are. An attempt to create coercion, fear, which is subjecting us back to state of nature that makes us to create the government on itself, that will surrender our natural right of what? Securing ourselves from extreme violence to government to oversee our security. There was a gunshot from 11 p.m. on Monday in Kogi Central all through the night to scare people from coming out till 4 a.m. But people were determined. People were resilient. People know what they want. And that they want you cannot get from them using force, instrumentality of what? Force. Let me tell you, some of them have been going to the villa to go and lie that they are popular. If they would have allowed Senator Natasha Akpoti freely to come, yesterday will have been a referendum for the world to see how unpopular those status quo who claim to be what they are not in the eyes of the presidency. Yesterday will have been a day where they will be asked to return the money they collected to do their recall. They are aware of it. Despite the high-handedness, the security, the everything, you see people moving, tracking from one place. They say, I must see Senator Natasha Akpoti. And of course, you see people are alien to Natasha Akpoti. We knew who we wanted to. If all these things are not there, if she has become the normal Nigerian politician, we will have been disappointed in her. We knew she's not. Senator Natasha Akpoti is not fixated with material things. I will tell you, go and show me a picture where you see her, she will go. Not because her husband is a billionaire.
Okay, Honorable Mama.
So my people, I hope you guys heard everything they discussed in this particular interview. As you can see, Senator Natasha is not backing down. Just as everyone is saying right now that when your enemies block road, use helicopter. Hey, hey, hey. Wonder they say shall never end. Like, the best thing these people can do is to leave this woman alone to continue doing the good job she is doing for her people. Because if they try to stop her, she would definitely expose them all. So my people, that is it. As I make I bring this particular interview for you guys to hear what people of Kogi is saying concerning what is happening between Senator Natasha and Akpabio. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't shared the video. Give it a like. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in my next update. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Shamra Senior Steve.